Welcome, everyone, to part 57 of Life of Giants. And today, well, we procrastinated starting this show. So the topic is procrastination. The quote is procrastination is the bad habit of putting off until the day after tomorrow, which should have been done the day before yesterday. Marco already complained about it. He said, that's not a quote. That's just the definition of procrastination. And I said, yes, it is. That's correct.
Yeah, that's not a quote. That's exactly right. It's a fucking definition.
If that's the definition of procrastination, I've never procrastinated in my life.
Are you kidding me?
I just watched mushrooms fly out of his ears like he was a fucking Mario Brothers game.
I'm just saying, if it needed to be done yesterday, and it's not getting done till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then I've never done that. I always get things done precisely when they need to be done.
Yeah, I'm smelling bullshit on that one.
I mean, you try. I think we all try. I've
never done anything. I've never tried to do anything that I didn't get done.
You never try. What the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, he sounds like you with this fucking whole thing. He just repeated your definition of procrastinating.
I've never done anything. I've never tried to do anything that didn't get done.
Yeah, the whole thing is try. Like, get up and I ain't trying to do that shit.
Yeah, that still doesn't make sense.
I don't do any. I don't try to do shit. If it either gets done or I don't do it. That's what it is. Like.
All right. Sure.
Okay. Let me throw a hypothetical out for you. An example.
Right.
Y'all both have girlfriends, wives, whatever you want to call them.
Sure.
Same idea.
Hey, Patty.
And they say something like, "Oh, you want to go apple picking today?" You know, I ain't trying to do all that shit.
That's saying no. Procrastination is, yeah, we could go and let me get my shoes on. Oh, I gotta get my clothes on. Oh, I need to wash this. Oh, I got a phone call. And then, like right before the fucking place to go pick the apples is closed, you're like, hey, I thought we were going to get apples.
Yeah, I don't do that either.
I believe that's just being a complete fucking asshole.
This might be considered. Y'all will probably point this out as procrastination in and of itself, but I don't see it that way. I sleep until it's time to go, and then I get up and leave. I go right to whatever needs to be done. I don't wait around and let's drink coffee and read the newspaper. Bullshit. I get up and go. Time to go.
Kind of.
Because I don't procrastinate. I don't have time for all that.
Saw Joshua says hi, then hello. Diego says gays, and then Diego says, "Are you guys lovers? Do we look like lovers? Come on, that's ridiculous." So, Diego, I feel like you're just projecting.
Procrastinator cold, and them chicken wings would have been done when we got there.
That was Dino's fault. That was Dino's fault.
Them chicken wings should have been done extra crispy.
Hey, Mark, Hey, Mark, it's not Happy Pride Month. It's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and get it correct.
Okay? I didn't procrastinate. I worked. I went to work that day. I got off when I was supposed to. Dino is the one with the Costco Club card. I don't have a Costco Club card anymore because I fucking hate that place. And so Dino was like, we're going to go to the Costco, get the wings because they're really good price there. They are. They're very good. Cheap,
Hi, Victoria.
Good price. And then the motherfucker didn't show up till 5:40.
No, yeah, but procrastinated. You could have went right across the street to the Arab store, grabbed a bag of wings, and started cooking.
I don't live in the ghetto. There's no Arab store here.
You do live in the ghetto.
He does not live in the ghetto.
Yeah, your place is so ghetto. It's named Drake. Come on. Come on.
Hey. Hold on.
Around here.
Hey, Drake is not ghetto. Trust me, Drake grew up in one of the nicest neighborhoods in Toronto. So
he grew up in Canada. There's no ghettos in Canada.
I mean, there are, but
Lamar Drive in your backyard. That's how ghetto you are. You got Little Wayne Avenue right next to the dog park.
That's just not true. Come on.
That's just a giant turd on the ground from the dog.
Whatever.
That's absolutely horrible.
Y'all are haters.
I didn't say anything. I don't know why you all in. Okay, just calm down there, sir.
Marco and all his
That
personality.
Caprizi green attitude.
I feel so
Marco-
overdressed wearing sleeves. I don't know what's going on here. What's
Marco and all his voices in his head. That's who are the haters. That's y'all. All y'all.
Yeah,
No,
you
that's
look
true.
like you're in a woman's training bra.
Me?
Yeah, you need
You're
to
the
zoom
one who
out
has
or
a
zoom
sketch
in.
tattoo.
You need to zoom out or zoom in because just the way your camera angle just hits, you look like you got like a uniboob and a gut showing under it. Like you look like a trailer mom.
I don't know what's wrong with both of you, but both of you are a little bit retarded today. Just letting you
Y'all
know.
are haters.
I mean, once again, learn English, sir. Learn English.
Yeah.
That's
Give us an A, Dino. A.
Y'all ain't English.
number one. You just made sounds. None of those were words that you just said. I don't know what you were trying to say, but
YALL. That's not English. That's Southern aristocrat.
let's calm down there, sir.
Mountain Williams speak.
Mountain. Oh God.
That's the educated hillbillies.
Y'all was derived from the Confederacy when they said y'all must be out your damn mind telling us what to do.
And then they lost horribly, painfully,
Thou
having
shalt
everything taken
rise
from
again.
them. Y'all must be crazy. We ain't got nothing here for you to take. There's nothing here.
I mean, that an entire culture of people who just eat sausage gravy and biscuits for breakfast. Who'd you think was gonna win? Like it's a battle already.
Do you think during like certain battles there was some guy with his gut hanging out underneath his jacket and he's like, "Oh, we got this. We're peak America, everyone."
Yeah, it's the guy lighting the cannon.
Yeah.
We got this. The guy
He's doing it
doesn't
with
have to
his
do nothing.
cigarette. He's like, ah, boom. That's the one. Yeah. That's
The guy who doesn't got to do nothing.
Yeah.
What do you mean we lost?
Well, I
I
mean,
was firing them cannons all day.
You guys didn't do your job because I was firing the cannon all day long. Clearly.
well, I mean, if you even look at the old timey movies where they show the old all police officers or cops, they were all fat. Any kind of authority, and if you held a gun, you were fat.
Isn't that funny how, like, in the media, we're presented with all cops are fat tubs of shit. But then you're like, yeah,
It's
you
not just
can't
in the
be,
media.
but you can't be a fat piece of shit. Like, if you're a cop and you're a fat piece of shit, you get taken out pretty quickly. Like, you have to do something else, right? You're going to be a detective. You're not chasing anyone, right?
I don't know, man, because like
The pudgy firefighters that they used to always show. Like, what? How can you get in that door?
no, that
Like,
one.
you're gonna run out of breath going up the steps to save the fucking dog.
Well, that's also not true. Like, when you see firefighters, yeah, they all have to be in shape. Why? Because they fight fucking fire, bro. Like, it's not. I've seen like older, like, oh,
Like,
he's the
physically
captain.
fight it?
Yeah, with their fists. That's exactly what they do. Yeah.
Why they're so strong?
You know, I feel like you've inspired the character of Peter Griffin sometimes. Yeah, like, that's
That's you, bro.
No.
definitely not me.
Chris Griffin all day.
Oh yeah, just sits around and jerks off all day. Yeah, that's
There's
fair.
a monkey in my closet.
When he was dating the retarded girl.
I mean, out of the three of us, the person most likely to have a pet monkey is in the middle. Let's be honest. That's
And out of the three of us, the one of us that's most likely to date a retarded girl and get cucked by her would be the one in the middle.
I don't know
Okay,
about
just
getting
because that
cucked
happened
by her.
one time doesn't mean I'm most likely for it to happen.
That's what I'm talking about. He'd be like, "Yo, guys, yeah,
That was
she doesn't
one
have
time.
down.
All right.
She's just really white, and she's a really white Asian."
I didn't know she was retarded until after she had the baby.
Oh, that's God, Jesus.
I thought she had an Asian accent. She kept saying, "What's wrong with you?"
She actually did have a lisp. She still has a lisp. I shouldn't say had.
I love you, Cole. Will you tuck me in?
I thought it was cute. I thought the lisp was cute. Until she was yelling at me. I'm like, you can't say your S's. I don't want to hear this shit.
I hope you both rot in hell.
Dating an albino Cambodian.
The fuck. And you know what the best part is? And you guys we deserve freedom of speech. No, not one of you. Not one of you deserves freedom of
Nobody
speech.
deserves freedom of speech.
Least of all you two.
But
there you go.
we have
Even
it.
Victoria is just yeah.
The thing is,
functionally retarded.
Nobody deserves freedom of speech.
Especially not you
But
guys.
the cool thing about being American is we have it and you can't take it away from us.
Yeah, it's somebody's God-given rights that has been bestowed on us to say what the fuck we want. Sometimes.
Hey, that's not no. Hey, that's not. Half of the show from earlier got taken down.
God,
the full half.
God, it didn't come back until after we figured out that we both got taken down.
Yeah.
What, the motherfucking Mondays?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
how you
trust me,
half the show taken down? What does
Dude,
that mean?
I kind of figured something was gonna happen. Like Al didn't chime in. There was no internet symbols. Yeah. Al was like, fuck you. He just shut the whole first half down.
Correct. Yeah.
Al Gore rhythm?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Let's be honest. It's yeah, I think freedom of speech is dead. And it should not be. I think
very much alive.
No, it's
yes.
not.
Yeah. No, the problem is that social media did not they didn't know that social media was going to give everybody an opportunity to speak their mind,
which is a problem.
Everybody should have freedom of speech in America.
No. Also, still no.
Social media is like handing everyone a microphone.
Yes, that's a problem. That's 100%. Hey, that is the wildest part where I'm like, everyone should have the opportunity to freely talk, but not everyone should be freely talking, right? Because there's just too many dumb people. Think about it. Hey, if the three of us are the average intelligence, that means half of America is smarter, but half of America is dumber than the three of us. That's not a good thing. That's a very bad thing.
I don't think we're average intelligence, though. The three of us, we all figured out how to get on the internet and make people watch us.
I mean, also fair, but I don't feel like that's a high. That's not like, hey, you should go to the Olympics because you got 10 people.
Yeah, there's cats with Batman masks on that get more views than all three of us. But
significantly more. Let's not.
Yeah, there's a fat dachshund right now that'll blow our numbers to the ground in every platform.
We gotta get my sister on because when my sister comes on, we always get
don't compare your sister to the fat dachshund. What the hell?
My sister, we get 5,000 views. The most me and my sister ever did was 21,000 views.
It's called OnlyFans.
No,
I don't want to see you and your sister on OnlyFans. Maybe your sister.
Why do I make it weird, Marco? We're about to weiss you. That's why I'm gonna.
I mean,
I can't do it from my phone. I'm gonna get on the computer next time.
Oh, God.
Unweissable.
That's much worse. It's much worse.
I'm uneasy.
It's already Monday, and I regret this entire week. That's just
fair. I did
it. Oh, that's much worse. Trust me. As soon as
that is the false weissing.
The false weissing.
Fuck! I think I can weiss you, fucker.
Oh, that's gonna be
remove
much
from
worse.
stage.
Why would you remove? Oh. So yeah, with friends like you, who needs enemas?
Yeah.
You guys are both a problem.
He weissed me because he's racist.
Oh, that's true.
He weissed the only brown person here.
Jesus fucking Christ! Hold on.
What? What? You got a helicopter? At least show us the helicopter. Come on. Otherwise, you just
Ukrainians are overhead.
That means one of your neighbors is just farting above you, just really loud.
The Ukrainians are here, bro.
The Ukrainians they're invading. Can you imagine if we could get a live stream of a military copter, just we are literally being invaded? That'd be fantastic content.
Fucking the other night, where was that? I think I was leaving one of the shows, and it came across the news. Like everybody was like I just happened to look at the Facebook feed, and like everybody was like, "Did anybody feel that? Did you hear that? Like the city over in Girard, like fucking, they're talking all like this big here, like maybe a quarter mile away from my house."
Yeah.
Fucking house exploded, dude. A dude was making his own. They're saying he was making his own fireworks, but for it to blow the whole, like it blew that, like the dog came back the next day looking for the house.
Damn.
One person dead. I think the dude died.
Margo, where did you
And the fucking the kid and the wife are in critical condition. And then the one of the shelters came and picked up the dog.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what? We've seen that a couple times. Like I've watched videos of a few. One was a gas leak, and I think another one they claimed they were cooking something else in that house, and it ended up blowing. And both times you're going to be like, "Holy shit, bro! That would be terrifying to experience." But so
at first, when the posts were coming through,
yeah,
just random streets, like people were like in Liberty saying, well, we felt it, we heard it over here, and it was getting closer and closer to my fucking street. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
that's scary, bro. Also, why would you make your own fireworks in your house?
Well, see, that's another thing. Like when I was, I've seen this happen. Well, I didn't personally see it, but this has happened one other time, like in kind of close proximity to me in my life, is when I was a kid growing up in Camel. Some dude did that. But that was like early to mid 90s when that shit happened. I mean, these days, if a house blows up, you would think they were cooking meth.
Yeah, that's 100% what I would think.
We got Hoosker dudes and Hoosker dogs, whistling bum holes.
Yeah, his bum hole is definitely whistling.
You shove a black cat up a bullfrog's ass, you send it back to the veterinarian, that you win twice, brother.
But they're still not saying what kind of explosive. They were just saying he was making his own fireworks.
Hey, he was making IEDs. That's what he was doing. He was making IEDs. Yeah.
He was making something, man. That fucking gone. That house is gone.
Was he white?
Yeah.
Even worse.
Yeah, every story checks out when he's white.
Yeah, no black folks blow themselves up. They shoot themselves in the leg and shit like that. But they don't. I've yet to see any black folks in my lifetime that fucked with explosives. They don't even like fireworks or jumping jacks and shit like that.
Well, it could be making fireworks, be making meth, making IEDs. That's always a white guy thing.
No black folks
exclusively white guy thing.
Either. Only black folks. It was crack. There was no meth around my way. I guess to this day, I still have never seen meth like in real life.
Have you ever? Hold on. But if you're making crack, you can't blow up a house. No. Meth, you can't.
You just boil some cocaine and some baking powder together, and
I don't know the recipe, and neither does Cole.
Yeah, definitely does not.
We've heard some things on rap.
I know the recipe.
You do not know the recipe.
I know the recipe.
You don't know the recipe.
I don't know neither one of you guys.
Could you have stumbled upon it? Maybe. Sure.
I googled it.
Do you know the recipe? No, you don't know the recipe.
I googled it.
You googled it. Yeah, that's top tier. Don't Google everything. Everyone.
I duck goose it.
You duck goose.
What you do is you take about 3 grams of cocaine, and then you go and crack open 3 Tide Pods, and you sprinkle the Tide Pods over.
Wireless. Welcome.
I binged it.
You binged it?
You know it's on Bing.
I feel like duck goosed it.
I feel like that's the only way that Bing is surviving. He's like, we'll teach you how to make drugs. That's the best thing we can do.
Bing is the TV internet. You haven't
That's
noticed?
how Bing is surviving. He's like, we'll tell you how to do all sorts of criminal activity. Just keep searching with us, everyone.
Every time you see any kind of computer or software, like an open page or anything on TV shows or movies, you notice it's Bing.
Yeah, they pay for that.
Everybody's Bing. It's like the 555 number.
Yeah,
it's like Bing is there for celebrity, like
Hey.
entertainment.
I've had people say, "Oh, just Bing it," and I look at them and I'm like, "I don't want to talk to you anymore." Just, and they're like, "Oh, you've never used Bing?" And I'm like, "I'll leave. That's fine if you don't
Bing
want me."
is that like one cousin that went to the military and comes back just darker.
No,
Yeah,
100%.
just like a different vibe about it. You're like, what'd you see? And he's like,
Yeah, and then later
Oh,
they're
no.
like, "Oh, they never came back from the war." And you're like, yeah. Don't give me that shit.
You know what that reminds me of? Groundhog's Day. Ned Ryerson, Bing.
Basically,
That's an old ass movie.
You don't remember Groundhog's Day?
I do.
It's Groundhog Day, not Groundhog's Day. Let's
What
try and
difference does
speak
it make?
English.
Does the S make it?
You know what? Learn to speak, you fucking illiterate bastards.
Marco lives on the Appalachian Mountains. Okay, pretty much. I'm from the South. We add S's to everything. We don't go to Walmart. We go to Walmart's.
I'm a spick. We add rolled R's to everything. Arroz.
You
Hey,
whiter than I am.
I love how you're trying to be like, it's about our culture that we can't say shit right. No,
You just said a boo. I don't want to hear it.
Right.
Hey, you're both just retarded. You're just both retarded. That's all.
You turn all your U's into an extra O.
Yeah.
New dude about it. It's all right. I'll see you all in hell. That's
So
fine.
I guess we procrastinated on this whole subject of this fucking show.
Yeah, 21 minutes in, and we still haven't talked about shit. Yeah.
See, Cole, you're procrastinating. You didn't even know
but
it.
y'all know I don't take nothing serious. I never have, and
It's
I never
also
will.
true. It's
Hey,
also factual.
Y'all better not pick me to do y'all's eulogies.
Oh no,
If
I
I
barely.
outlive-
I
if
probably
I
wouldn't even
outlive y'all.
invite you to my funeral. I'd just be like, yeah, don't bring him. That's,
You got to be invited to go to your funeral.
I mean,
Who's going to stop me? You're dead. Did you know
I'll have-
Dino?
I'll have people.
I knew Dino the best.
Dino's gonna have like a fucking just wall of ninjas right in front of his fucking funeral door.
Yeah. No one's gonna be allowed in. It's only you're only gonna be able to look in the door and then walk away.
I don't want to hire Kyle because I know he'll do it, and he needs acting work. But I want him to dress as the Grim Reaper and not say nothing to nobody at my funeral.
He definitely won't say anything. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. He's perfect for the role, and he needs the cash all the time. So he's an actor, all that. So,
dude, did I tell y'all what I did to Ryan when he was doing that fucking insurance, selling insurance?
Oh, this is gonna go bad. Please tell us.
This is when he first started. Like he was getting his training in, and he had to get a certain amount of training hours or whatever. And so, being a good friend, and my daughter was headed to the service, I figured I'd get some insurance, and he talked me into some kind of fucking life insurance and some shit for my daughter or whatever. So he's like, "All right, Mark, I got to put my supervisor on because he has to do this certain portion." So the supervisor gets on. Now this is a 3-way like Zoom call now, and like you knew I was waiting for it. You knew I was waiting for it. Everything was professional. Now the supervisor's on. So how do you want to die, or how much money are you thinking that you might need, or you want to put away for your funeral or your burial? What kind of burial do you want? I want to be burned. Excuse me? You want to be cremated? No. I want a Viking funeral. I want my body laid out on a log raft and set off into the middle of a lake, and somebody shoots an arrow into the bonfire and burn me.
Yeah. I need $75,000 to buy a boat, and then to hire an archer that will shoot fire at it. Yeah.
So the guy's like, kind of funny. No, I'm being dead serious. And Ryan is like, all right, Mark, like I got it. I'm fucking dead serious. I want a Viking. What? Your insurance company can't cover it? You're supposed to be covering this. Like I gave him those. You're supposed to be able to cover whatever. Anybody can get burned and stuck in a fucking cup. I can get stuck in a box. Why can't I be put on a fucking raft? And like, I'm saying it to you right now. It's the same way I'm telling this supervisor. I got covered.
Yeah.
Huh? I got covered, and I think I got a will floating around here too.
You should. It's important.
I got some shit think my daughter got some fucking insurance
It's
on her
not
too.
in your culture. They don't call it a will; they call it a Guillermo.
It's not true.
Yeah.
Sasha says, "Hey guys, I realize who Cole reminds me of when he isn't swearing. James Corden. They could be cousins / brothers. That isn't a compliment. Just, you
Me,
know.
me and Sasha ain't friends no more after that.
No.
I don't know.
She ain't.
Likes me.
Sasha's very, very smart in making sure people know exactly where they stand, and that is not.
She don't like me for real.
No, not at all. No.
I don't
I'm
know
glad you realized that.
Talking about who did she say he looks like?
James Corden.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, Marco probably don't know who he is.
I
He's
I didn't know who it was.
He's a late night talk show host that nobody liked.
He's a
Yeah,
douchebag.
I hear James Gordon, and I think of Commissioner Gordon on Batman.
Definitely
James
not.
Corden.
Yeah, James Corden. He's British, fat, and has a squeaky voice. He did a lot of those driving to work karaoke. He would pick up random artists, and then they would sing. It was it sounded like a hostage situation that Cole may be involved in, but not yeah. And Sasha says, I like him. Not that way. Definitely not. Don't worry. Yeah. She's like, I would probably watch him burn. I wouldn't put him out, but I would watch. It'd be funner that way. Yeah.
I wouldn't bare my vagina to pee on him.
I mean, that seems accurate. Come on.
If it's a compliment, thank you. If it's not,
thank you anyway.
So, is there anything you guys bullshit on intentionally?
Life in general?
Yeah. No, you can't get a straight answer out of Cole for anything. You're like, hey, did you sleep well? He's like, well, I was hunting last night. And you're like, you were in bed. What are you talking about?
I am like that.
Yeah, it's 100%. Yeah, you're like, hey, what do you feel like eating? They're like, I've already eaten. You're like, you just woke up. You weren't eating in bed. What are you talking about? It's not. He just doesn't like answering. I like messing with people when like when they ask nosy questions or when they do something ridiculous and I call them out immediately. That's something I really enjoy doing. But in all honesty, I don't really care. Like I had two old people try and sneak and they were trying to get ahead in line. And I just looked the guy dead in the face and was like, I'm like, hey, Victoria, can you imagine being 65 and not knowing how to queue for a lineup? And just looking at them, and they're like, oh, sorry. And I'm like, yeah, just get the fuck out of here. But yeah. And then I also, if someone's like, oh, how do you guys know each other? I'm like, we served in the French Foreign Legion. And then I turn around and walk away. That is my funnest one because people are like, what? And I'm like, can't talk about it later. And just
I've yet to try. I want to pull a Jim Norton on somebody.
Which one?
He talks about, pretty much the same thing in one of his sets, about how he just gets annoyed. Well, where do I know you from? Where do I know you from? He's like, I think I blew you.
Oh, that's way worse.
Maybe it was your father. You look alike.
That was something that what is it? It was like a state trooper pulls over an RV and he's looking at the guy. He goes, "You look really familiar." And he's like, "Oh, do you watch a lot of gay porn?" And you're like, "Ah, wow, damn it!"
You know what I like doing to strangers when they're like, "Hey, you got a cigarette?" Yeah, but not for you. And then just like walk off.
Yeah. No. The best way, like when we got it's the same way, but when we were growing up, there was a homeless issue around the clubs downtown, and when me and Greg used to go clubbing downtown, we have a few ladies with us, and just never always.
Is this downtown Cleveland or is this downtown Youngstown?
Youngstown.
There's no downtown there.
That's the fuck it is. I've been there a lot. That's where the courthouse is.
It's right next door to the club.
Yeah.
It's down the street, actually. It's maybe a block down and to the left.
Interestingly enough, the club's name is the courthouse. No.
It's where the judges and everybody hang out. All the political people.
That whole strip is like where, they got the fancier martini bars, and then they got the hood bars, and then they got everything in between. We used to go to the metal. There was a metal bar we used to hang out at, and like I said, it never failed. Every time you come outside to smoke a cigarette, somebody come and ask you for a cigarette. So what I found the easiest way to get around that is I'll peep them from a distance. Because you can see them, after you see them once, you can pick them up. You're like, they're coming. So what I'll do is, before I even pull out a cigarette, I'll walk up on them. Yo, man, you got smoke?
Yeah. I do that. People ask me for money.
I was like, yeah, man, fucking cigarettes cost more than weed these days. And I'd pull out a joint, light a joint, and just walk away.
Whenever vagrants, whatever you want to call them, hobos, whenever they start walking up, they always do try to start a conversation with you for a second.
I hate it.
As soon as they walk up to me, I'm like, you got $5? They're like, oh, I was gonna ask you that. I was like, yeah, man, I ain't got it either.
You know what? I used to hate credit cards or debit cards, shit like that. Like it was just never my thing. I watched my mom go into debt and crawl out of debt for years, and it was just I learned early on not to fuck with credit cards.
Yeah.
And then, when I did have a couple later on in life, me and my ex broke up, and I had to file bankruptcy because I found out bitch had a bunch of credit cards in my name.
Damn.
Yeah. So,
right.
But I carry one card now, and I have learned to love it because I don't get them. Hey, man, can I borrow $1? Hey, man, can I get... I'm using a card, man. I got no money. I'm using a card.
I just say no. I had today we went and put gas in the car, and a guy was hanging out at the gas station. He's like, "Hey, you got any spare change?" I'm like, "No." And I just turn around and keep on pumping gas. And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't." And then I went inside. I bought smokes, and I felt like he was going to try and ask, and I was just like, "No."
No.
Hey, yeah. People were like, "Hey, do you have any spare change?" No. That is a complete and all encompassing answer. When someone's like, "Hey, do you have any spare? Can I borrow my smoke?" No. I don't. I think I'm lucky that I have the face and stature of don't ask me twice. But people still ask me, just not twice.
Like if I see somebody and they're struggling, or they, I'll be, I'll give a hand. You need. If I've done, I've done plenty for, I can't see that. I know what it's like.
You're a liberal.
Okay. But, you ain't gonna come up, rush on me, and give me a guilt trip or give me some. I didn't need to hear your 20-minute montage of whatever the fuck you had going on. If you'd have been like, "Hey, buddy, I'm by chance got $1 or $2," fine. But well, see, I was down the road and my car, it broke down, and I had to go and I sold my gas can, so I have to get a gas can, and then I have to get some gas, and I got just get the fuck away from me.
Yeah,
like that in general, though. Like when my baby mama's late to like pick up or drop off or whatever, she'll always give me some excuse. I'm just like, just give me the kid. Just give me the kid. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't like excuses. Like the fact of reality is we're here now. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't want to hear your bullshit. Like I could not care less.
An answer is an answer, but an excuse is a totally different thing.
Right.
I tell my kids this shit all the time when they try to bullshit. Look, just tell me if you didn't do it, just tell me you didn't. Dad, I'm a lazy fuck. I was being fucking lazy. I will respect that more than you giving me this bullshit that I'm seeing right through, which is just pissing me off and blowing my butt.
Your kids were procrastinating, and then they gave you an excuse. Don't do that. That's what I tell my son all the time. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Just
like when I was in the military, like you had a certain amount of time to speak your mind to whoever you were speaking to, especially if they were a higher rank. And after that, they would walk the fuck away.
Right.
If you didn't get your idea, your thought out, and that couple, that's it.
Yeah. That's fair. I get it.
It's not even just excuse-wise. I don't like to be filibustered either. Like, oh, you're telling me something? Come on. Get to the point.
Yeah. Oh, my God. You don't know how many documentaries and fucking news things that I've just been. Well, and 5 years ago, this, and this. No, I want to know what happened today. What happened today? I don't give a fuck what built up to it. You're giving me the prequels. I don't need the prequel.
Marco,
I
you
mean,
missed an opportunity. 65 million years ago.
also true. Also true.
Oh, you fucker. You totally just blew my train of thought with it.
My bad.
Sounds even more accurate, to be honest.
I don't know why, but when you said that, the only thing that popped in my head was like T-Rex.
That's the point. That's the point.
You guys are
That's,
absolutely
anytime
ridiculous.
somebody starts a story not where I asked the story to be started, I think, oh, okay, 65 million years ago. And I stopped listening. Like,
Yes.
I zoned the fuck out in the middle of the story and I have no idea what's
My
going
mom
on now.
got a bad habit of that shit too. I mean, my mom does it like a cop though. She'll interrogate you like, all right, so she'll just call, hey, Poppy, what are you doing? What's up, Mom?
Yeah.
What are you doing tomorrow? I don't know. It's today. What are you doing in the morning? I probably at the shelter. You know that. What are you doing after the shelter? The fuck do you want?
Just tell me.
I don't know why you're always so damn mean and always angry. The fuck you mean? I feel like I'm being grilled. I don't have the fucking nuclear codes.
He definitely has the nuclear codes, just so everyone knows. He
My
definitely
mom
has.
don't do that. My mom gets right to the point. Thank God.
No, and all just so she can make sure she covers all her bases so you can't tell her no. That's what my mom does. She
So just
asks,
say no right at the beginning. No. That's what I would do.
wait a minute,
I
is this
mean-
thunder or is this guns? Wait a minute.
Are you gonna get any food? I don't know. When will you be back? I don't know. Always the same answer. I don't know. I mean, it works.
I think maybe that was thunder.
Well, listen, hold on. Just so everyone can see what
I'm loving
Sasha
this
was
weather.
talking. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, this fucking weather sucks nuts like a gay squirrel. In Pride Month.
It's just such a cool like summer. Like it's gonna be low 70s all week this week.
It's hot as shit right now.
In case anyone, why are your shits so hot? But you should see a doctor about that. If
Have a
anyone
good-
else wanted to know what we were talking about, so does Cole look like James Corden? Here you go. That's, I mean, comparable.
Why did you pick that picture?
I personally
I want to ruin your day.
That's
no
like I
no
was
Diddy,
spiraling.
but I think Cole looks better. No Diddy.
I was spiraling pretty bad in that picture. Like very obviously I was like dying of alcoholism. And you chose
Correct.
that photo, you asshole?
The fuck
Yeah.
you mean? Put that picture back up, Dino. That fucker looks good in that picture. You got some skin color. Your eyes are fucking open.
I believe I was there while he was spiraling. That's why I also wanted to use that picture.
I was
'cause I was like,
spiraling up until about 6 months ago.
that's fair. As one does.
That's not a spiral. That's just you laying on the ground, spinning in a circle.
From 2021 until about New Year's this year, I was in a downward spiral.
It was more like a roller coaster of ups and downs. Come on.
There was no ups. What are you talking about?
Like
It was
Your-
up,
hey.
down, but that don't make it an up.
Your mom did move out. That's an up. Come on.
You figured out you could cook chicken wings from your toilet.
Mom
That's
moved
enough.
out like 2 months ago.
I know. And we haven't been sad since. Come on.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm always sad.
I mean, in my 20s, I did coke for 5, maybe 8 years, and then I quit for fucking another maybe 10 years, and then I did it again for maybe 3, 4 years. It's done. Now it's done.
Is that the sadness, or is that you saying are you just being better than me because you can afford?
I have no idea.
A little bit of all of it.
I think Dino looks
Everyone
like
else sad.
Norm
I'm better
McDonald.
I'm sad, but I have money. Ooh, what a hard life.
Yeah.
I don't know if I look like Norm McDonald, but hey, I think that's a compliment. Thanks.
No.
anyway.
You're saying
You look like
angle here.
Arnold from the Happy Days.
I do look like Arnold from
Look
the
like
Happy Days.
Arnold from Hey Arnold.
No. Hey, I believe fucking Arnold is Stewie. Either that or Arnold is.
Yeah.
You see these guns? You see these are Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Bro, whatever, big head with your giant ass
I
hats.
don't
Come
have a
on.
big head. You have a
do have
big
a big
head.
head.
I just wear my hats big, okay?
No.
I don't
No.
like them constricting my forehead.
You know, that's exactly the same as saying my dick ain't small. I just got big balls.
I do. Okay, all right. So that's true, though.
I don't want to know this information. You guys are showing a wonderful example of procrastination. Thank you, Victoria. We appreciate that.
Well,
Why
to
is
be
there no
fair,
drive-through
I didn't
spaghetti?
have any say on this topic at all, so I really didn't have much to
Neither did
talk about.
I waited for a quote, and I think Dino was like, "Fuck, I don't have a quote."
Dino
And
just kind of like.
he just read something on the.
You know what? No. I ask you guys all the times, and you guys are like, "Oh, I gotta provide stuff every week. It's bullshit."
That's bullshit.
So I did it
bullshit.
I did it myself, and all you guys do is
great
complain.
material. You don't like it because I always say some weird, obscure shit like
this morning.
real G's move in silence like lasagna. You just don't like my quotes. That's what it is.
No, that quote was a ripoff of Real G's move in silence and violence. That was the fucking
sir. It was taken and perfected. Okay.
No, it wasn't. Not at all.
It's like somebody took the Mona Lisa and painted a smile on her. Okay.
Yeah. You look better when you were drinking.
All right, so I'll start drinking again. Fuck it. You don't gotta tell me twice. I'll start drinking every day again. Fuck it.
I'm just saying, like right now, you look like you have leukemia.
I'm down like 70 pounds from that.
Yeah, you look like you have leukemia.
You don't look like you have leukemia. Let's calm down with the big 12s. Let's relax, okay?
No,
big 12-inch arms.
You got them Hodgkin lymphomas arms.
Well, I don't understand why you don't know how to pose either, because you're like, I'm not. You're doing it like you have fucking palsy.
Why are the fucking helicopters circling?
It's for you.
That is not good. When from where I come from, if you hear helicopters circling,
it's a news. It's a news helicopter.
Yeah,
which tells me that riots are here.
I'm just saying.
The LA riots are here. That's what's happening. It's got to be.
It's a possibility.
I mean, hey.
I didn't even know we had illegal immigrants here in Cleveland.
Victoria says you look healthy, Cole.
Thank you.
She doesn't have a good point of reference.
That's the only compliment I've gotten today, Sasha.
She did say that she's like, I like him. She was lying, clearly, but still tried. And remember, Victoria says you look healthy, like in comparison to like a ham.
To you?
No,
because you're the only guy she sees.
That's right. Hey, you look healthy when compared to like a. Hey, you look healthy in comparison to like an uncooked ham. That's what you look. You look healthy.
Yeah,
more color.
She's from the CCP, so yeah, I do look healthy.
I mean,
you look like fat American.
You look like you eat 2 bowls of rice.
You do not work in field.
Hey, just so you guys know, this is exactly how you never get a compliment again. Just to be very clear.
Victoria knows I love her.
She's like, I hate all your friends. They're the worst people. I'm like, I know. I'm aware. And she's like, could you find better friends? And I'm like, I'm trying every day, but you know.
Yeah, but you keep hanging out with us, so it's gonna make it hard for you to find better friends.
Yeah.
You gotta quit hanging out with us. You gotta,
cut
the roster.
I have to cut them off, and then
what happens? What happens when you have a bad basketball team? You cut the whole roster and you draft new ones.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, sir. You're not wrong at all.
You don't let the superstar who never got you to the championship hang around and bloat the budget.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I feel like Dino would give up his. Now, mind you, we all know Dino loves his wife, and Dino likes his marriage. He's very happy. But I feel like if you give Dino 2 ARs and a green card, he'd be out.
Yeah, I'll take over a small island in the Caribbean.
Oh, we're trying. Me and Dino are on a operation get Victoria an American citizenship, so that Dino can get one via marriage.
Yeah.
The way things are going now, Dino's got a better chance of getting citizenship.
I mean, there's that.
Yeah, and then let Victoria piggyback with him and make sure all the paperwork is done. All of it. All of it. Verify, get receipts, make sure because they send in the cheeky eyed ones back too. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but she's British, so
I don't give a fuck that a lot of these people ain't fucking El Salvadorians.
I mean, yeah. Okay, well.
Yeah, Dino, why don't you just go through the border of Mexico and just walk in and catch a tan while you're down there?
It don't work like that no more. It don't work like that no
Waited
more.
too long, you know.
See, even Victoria says, why can't it go the other way? Maybe Dino gets an American citizenship. Yeah, I'll just bring Victoria down. It's fine.
That's what I just said.
Because Dino don't got no job.
I know. That's why.
Like,
I need to
Trump's
be.
America, in
Dino
Trump's America,
is
everybody gotta have a
busy.
job. Everybody gotta have like 3 jobs in post Biden Trump's America.
I need to become more famous first.
That will guarantee him in entry and citizenship. 1, he's white. 2, he's white. And,
You gotta go back to banking, man.
And 3, he speaks the language.
I do speak the language.
So he has white to the second power, and he speaks the English.
He don't speak English. He's just a boot. They're gonna toss him real quick.
I do say a boot.
That's better than carne asada. And that's what they're not liking now.
You know what you do down south in Houston? If you walk into like a McDonald's or a gas station or whatever, you gotta say whatever you want in a Spanish accent for the people to understand what you're saying.
Yes, I want a papa fritas, french fry.
Was it?
I mean,
10 pesos on 9.
I need a spray.
Scott Hoon says, cross your I's and dot your T's.
Exactly. That's what I say.
Pollo nougat.
Boy. Poquito sweet and sour? Poquito. Just a little one.
Una salsa. Una más salsa.
I mean, hey, somebody's gonna have to do it. It's all right. I'm okay with this. This is gonna be. I'm. Yeah. Once we get a little more popular and things start taking off, yeah, we'll see. Maybe I can get. I'll get invited to come to the United States.
Like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, like Justin Bieber did. Yeah, basically the same person.
You can just buy your way in with $5 million. That's another thing. Here's a flaw in Trump's fucking whole shit here. One, I'm surprised people ain't pissing and moaning that this is some kind of, I'm sure, classist, racist, whatever kind of is or phobic that they want to throw at it. Because you can buy your way, like literally, you can buy your way into the United States.
I don't like that.
$5 million, and you can buy your way. Well, because there's always them libtards out there. Well, there's poor people out here who are suffering, and they got to do it one way when these rich people can do it another. Yeah. They just put $5 million in the government's hand.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, because they got more money, and they're going to be spending it here.
I'll be honest with you though, Marco. If I had $5 million, I wouldn't even be here right now. I'd be like, yeah, I'm not. I would never talk to anyone ever again. I just, become a
$5 million is not that much.
Oh, it's more than enough.
I deliver $2 million homes all the time. They're not that big. Like, they're big, but they're not as big as I would imagine a $2 million home.
So, but the big thing is that you got to understand, like here, there are homes that are tiny that are worth well over $1 million. And then if you go to a place where there aren't many homes, you spend $300,000 and you get a palace, right? Greg says, sorry guys, kind of pointless for me to join now. How dare you, Greg? We think you're you procrastinated. Hey, how much you want to bet Greg's been watching the whole time, just waiting to press enter for that comment to come through? Like, well, I guess I couldn't
really like us. That's what it is.
Oh, he definitely does.
We're just Marco's friends.
Yeah.
And it's like to Victoria, me and Marco are just Dino's friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Me and Dino are just Marco's friends.
Yeah.
Did you that our studio kicking it?
Yeah.
What did you just say?
I made more sense than you did, y'all.
It was basically a bunch of clicks and hums. I don't know.
Right. Marco got his own like language and dialect, I've noticed.
I feel like you complaining about anyone else's language is hilarious in and of itself.
Yeah.
Because half the time you're like, and you're like, huh? What'd you say, Boomhauer? You're like, meh. Yeah.
Boomhauer.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
Greg
God.
says, good idea, but no, just sat down long enough to tune in. Well, we appreciate you anyways, Greg. And
He said,
we'll see
"Good
you
idea."
again at on Wednesday at What the Fuck Wednesdays, everyone. That
Thank
is the
you,
important
Greg.
part. Yeah. That's where everyone will pile on to Greg and make fun of him. Why? Because he procrastinated coming tonight. How dare he?
But it's hard to make fun of Greg because he don't say nothing. So it just
I
feels like
know.
bullying. Like we
I
all just
know.
pile onto him. He's just like, and we're like, I feel bad after a while because he don't say nothing back. That's why nobody feels bad about bullying me because I fire right back at you. So everybody just keeps them coming. I gotta learn to shut up sometimes.
That's well, hey, and just so you know, sorry I had to step away. That's all right, Sasha. You're more than welcome to. Just so you know, Cole in personality reminds me of a Cole, not Lux. Oh, so she says so. Sasha, I made a special picture to show how comparable they were, but much worse, it's your personality that's horrible, like James Corden, not your looks.
Cole looks like one of those guys that went into rehab and that has to go and talk about Jesus every couple of days in front of a
Yeah.
circle full of people.
I mean,
I'm legally obligated, not because I want to.
Greg says that's my problem. Once I start, I don't know how to stop. I mean, that's fair. I mean, none of us are sitting here saying, well, you know, we're the kings of moderation. That's not a thing. Not one of us.
I'm pretty moderate.
Shut the fuck up. The fuck you talking? Hey. You're on your fourth joint in 1 hour. What are you talking about? That you're like, I'm a moderate person.
I'm a moderate political person.
Absolutely.
There's nothing moderate about
definitely
you.
not.
We know you're on your way down the street from down the street.
He looks like my old cellmate that I used to have fun with. Oh, there you go. That's
right there.
Cole. You have
fun.
somebody who's interested in you. So I don't start unless it's needed. I feel like the problem is Greg's like, oh, you want to play that game? Good. I have a rocket launcher. You're like, no, just words. Just words. You don't need no violence.
Yeah.
Sasha says, don't hate me, Cole. She definitely hates you though. You can't hate her, but she hates you.
There's like a handful of people I hate in this world. So.
Which is number one, baby mama. Number two.
Oh yeah, it's very obvious. If I hate you, you know it. I tell you and everyone. So
I tell, like I used to say this shit all the time when I was younger. If God is real and God is the true just God, He will give me 24 hours of being a woman.
Oh, nobody wants that.
I do, because there's some bitches' asses that I want to kick. Oh my God! Like we throwing hands. We throwing hands.
No, more than 24. First 24 hours, you're gonna be fucking up your pH balance.
I still know that it's the same three. It's been the same three for years. Same three for years.
That's not healthy.
Yeah.
So everyone knows that is
Marco,
not healthy.
I even thought about at some point in time when I was fucked up. I even thought about, you know what? If I throw a dress on, I could say I'm trans and gonna be.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. You had 4 years where you could have done that. And you still didn't do it. I'm ashamed of you.
No, because I try to carry myself. You don't put your hands on a female. But you know, if there's just just 24 hours. 24 hours.
I mean, maybe.
Well, my luck, I'll be a woman 24 hours sitting in prison.
Oh yeah, you definitely
hate my baby mama.
That would be the way.
If I really sit here and think about it, I don't hate my baby mama. She just gets on my nerves every time she opens her mouth.
I mean, let's be honest.
Let's be honest. You fucking love that cunt, and you are nowhere near over her.
Oh no, I never claimed to be.
And so, I mean, just be real about it. Be like, fuck that bitch. I love her.
I'm gonna be Her next relationship gonna end. She gonna hit me up. What do you want back?
That's not good.
But I'm not gonna say no.
That's also not good, but that's fine. Trust me. This is
Yeah, I'm gonna catch another charge over that bitch.
Yeah, probably. I mean, at least we're being honest.
At bare minimum, another child support payment.
Oh God.
Oh, definitely.
Imagine.
You think I want more kids, but I don't want more baby mamas. I've been saying that for a while.
Yeah, that's fair.
Go get a dog.
I don't like dogs.
Go get a cat.
I don't like cat. I don't like animals. Like I like animals, don't get me wrong, but like I don't want one.
Sounds sketchy.
Yeah.
Why does that sound sketchy?
Well,
I love
mostly, and you opening your mouth sounds pretty sketchy, just in general.
Yeah, but y'all know I don't lie.
No, that's true.
I can't do it. It's not good for me.
I mean, that's also accurate, but yeah.
No, what it is I got like mad uncle energy when it comes to pets.
Mad uncle.
I like.
You get drunk and fuck the pets? What the hell?
No, I like to
Basically.
hang out with the. Yo,
You
your
heard-
dog's here.
you
I'm
know
gonna hang
that-
out with your dog. Fuck you.
Did
I'm
you
gonna
get
hang out
that
with your
deal?
dog. I'll hang out with a motherfucker just because they got a dog, but I don't want a dog. Does that make sense? You got a dog? There's a dog over there.
Oh,
You
you had a kid? Let me babysit.
Oh,
Now
no.
here's the kid back. That's exactly what you're saying. But you ain't gonna be able to get that
No,
kid.
I want to go over to your house where your dog is, and I want to throw your football or your sticks in the yard, and then I'm gonna go home. Peace out.
Yeah, my dogs will look at you like, first of all, you're not coming in the house.
All
You
right.
get mauled by fucking just a bunch of fucking
There
little
you go.
dogs out everywhere.
Once Cole tries my cooking, he will forget my mid typing ideas. That's fine. Mistyping ideas. Sorry, I speak into the microphone to text my messages, which is sometimes that's
How we go
fine.
from I look like James Corden to she's cooking for me now? What did I do? I
Fine.
can't be doing this no more. I've broken up enough marriages in my lifetime, and it never worked out for me. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not all you. All of you never lie, but you're brutally honest is somehow questionable. Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Brutally honest is somewhat questionable. Why is it questionable? Be honest.
It's the question is why do we do that to each other? Because that doesn't seem loving. I think it's more men in general who do that. Like I love the joke where someone's like women will ask women like, hey, do I look fat? And they're like, no, you look like you're a queen. And then men will ask men, hey, do I look fat? And you're like, I know 5 fat people and you're 3 of them, you fat piece of shit. Like that is one of my favorite responses when a guy's like, do I look fat? Be like, you look way too fat. You should go on a diet.
The shadiness is that women who so-called call themselves friends with other women do. Like just the straight fucking like TV drama shit. Like I told you guys about my ex. We went to her fucking bar for her birthday, and she had that ugly scarf on. I mean, I don't know where the fuck she purchased this raggedy motherfucker, but it was just she looked retarded with it on. And I tried to tell her, look, don't go out in public looking like this. I ain't, if nothing else, you're with me. I don't want you looking like this. Yeah. No, everybody says I look good. And all them walk by, oh, Jackie, this dog looks nice, this and that, and all this other bullshit. And then I hear them in the background. Did you see that shit that she had on? I was like, they're just being nice to you.
And they're not being nice. They're being mean.
Yeah, I would rather one of my friends be like, hey, that shit looks whack. Go change clothes.
Yeah. Just be honest with me. Tell me the truth. I don't need people lying to my face. I need people truthing to my face.
I mean, I would rather one of my boys check me than be out in public and somebody like just check me and rant like.
Yeah. Can you imagine being some rando walks up to you and be like, oh, your fashion sense is shit. Why would you wear that? And you're like, oh, now I feel like.
No, yeah, that's the thing about dudes, right? Like,
it's
like if you have like true friends, you have true friends, male friends at least, because you know exactly what you need to work on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you don't leave hanging out with your guy friends, like you need to work on something, then they ain't really your friends. Like they don't really fuck with you, you know? But if you leave like, I shouldn't do that again. Like,
Yeah,
you know exactly that those are your homies. You know.
exactly.
See,
Well, that's a big.
now I'm at the age we don't do that. Now I'll go over to Greg's house and yeah, we'll work on something like a car, or some speakers, or some brisket. That just
Yeah,
everybody's.
but you don't get roasted a little bit hanging out with Greg sometimes, and Greg, you don't roast Greg back.
Oh
or
yeah,
nothing?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
sure.
That's
But
what
I'm
I'm saying.
just saying,
You
like,
know what you need to work on, like on yourself. Like if you're wearing something stupid, or you're being a little loud, or whatever, you're
Yeah.
drinking a little much, whatever.
I wear fucking onesies on stage.
And we all
What
have
the
told you
fuck?
that it's crazy.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is anybody gonna say?
It is hilarious, but also absolutely crazy.
You know how we feel about that though. We
Yeah.
tell you every time. If we didn't know you already, we would not approach you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, there's a dude in a onesie that sends the wrong message. You know what I mean? That gives mad like hobo in Los Angeles behavior.
Dude,
Mm.
I'd see it more of like if like a family, mom, dad, said that the Waynes. We'll say the Waynes is walking down the aisleway and they see Dino. They're gonna walk the other way. They might even start, high step a little bit. They see me in a onesie coming through they're dashing for their fucking car. They're roll up the windows, hit the locks.
Yeah.
Where are the
I mean,
fucking keys?
let's be honest though. If I was driving down the street and all of a sudden I see a guy walking down the street with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth in a onesie, I'm like, we gotta go. This
Right,
is
right.
it's
I
time to
wonder
leave.
what everybody thought when we all popped up at the funny farm the other day, and then we kind of all just ragged on each other.
I mean, I thought it was entertaining. I
It
still
was
wish we
hilarious,
recorded
for
it.
sure, but
Killed it that
like
night.
it was very obvious we were
Yeah.
together. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Looks I get though, like when I pulled up yesterday for that benefit, I did. Yeah, yesterday was Sunday. Or was it Saturday? No, it was Saturday. When we did the show for the fundraiser,
Mm.
dude, I was in a cat dog outfit for like 4 hours, and I thought originally we were supposed to be indoors, or I'd have just said the hell with the outfit. I mean, I'm being supportive, but you think you lost weight, Cole? I lost half a spick on that fucking stage yesterday.
Jesus.
Dude, I won't even bring the costume in the house because it's like I sweat so bad. It's in the
damn.
bag. That thing stinks.
Oh
Like
God.
stinks. But
get
I'll
it dry cleaned.
yeah, I have to definitely take that to the cleaners. But I have a big white fucking work van, like with no windows.
That's much worse.
And yeah, I pulled up to this thing, and I get out in the cat dog outfit, and there's little kids around and shit, and yeah, people look at you odd.
Yeah. Yeah. I think odd would be the fair assessment. That's
you know
Anyways.
what's crazy about Marco wearing, and not to like talk about you right in front of you, but like you wearing the
'Cause you're not.
onesies is like you kind of already have like an aura about you. You don't need the onesie to get everybody's attention. Like,
which is what makes it funnier.
It would never was about getting attention. Like the outfit was where it started off. I bought, I forget which one was my very first one, but when my kids were little, I think I did it for a birthday or something like that. And then like the next holiday that came by, they had, I think maybe at Walmart or something, they had like the holiday ones.
Mm.
So then I got one of those for the holidays for the kids. And then as they got older and stuff, I just, I was just different characters for different birthday parties, this and that. And then I forget one of my grandkids' birthdays I was at, and I was doing a show that night, and I didn't have time to change into anything. So I just went from the birthday party to the show. And from that point on, like nobody remembered who the fuck I was when I was dressed regular. But best believe next week everybody knows who the dude in the onesie was.
the onesie guy.
I mean, that's fair.
And like even to this day, if I get on stage, they're like, "Who's this?" And they're like, they'll announce, "I ain't never seen him without a onesie" and all this other bullshit.
That's not good. Yes, women are different that way. We build each other up when we see they are falling apart. Women are afraid to hurt each other normally. Men are stronger in that way because y'all appreciate being shown your faults, which is a horrible. See, but this is the thing is, I don't think women are nice to each other either. That's the real big
No,
issue.
it's a false, like that
Yeah.
false nice. Like
Marco, you don't look old enough to be a grandpa. Honestly, good for you. He has like 19 grandchildren already.
no, I got 10, maybe about to be 12. They come in two. Fucking little
That-
bastards.
That is way worse. That is
Yeah.
way worse.
Yeah.
My understanding, this is why the South is the way it is. Okay, so after the war, the Civil War, there were so many men that didn't come back home that there was a lot of moms kind of creating the culture a little bit for their sons and whatnot. So everybody kind of does this, hey, hi, hunky dory, how are you doing? Bless your heart, all that shit. It's a little bit of
Back
that
on Southern talking.
feminine thing where down south it's a fake nice.
Yeah.
They're nice, but they talk shit about you behind your back, bro.
See, you are blessed, Marco. No, you haven't met these kids. Not one of them is nice to him. Not one. They all throw shit at him. No.
His daughter's pretty nice. I've
I'm
heard.
gonna let you know right now. My hair, once upon a time, came to my second set of titties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you see this? You see that? Oh, that there should be hair there, and there's not. And this here has been growing for weeks and weeks. So yeah, that's what them kids done did.
I'm just gonna close on the fact that I hate both of you having more hair than me. Just start
The
there.
fuck I do? If my hair grew out, we would look the same hair wise. Like from here up,
Speaking of,
I'd be your Puerto Rican brother.
and then you have Cole with his hair, who he definitely doesn't
I
deserve.
should not have as much hair as I have. Is what
He was
I've been through in
his
life.
baby's mama prenatal pills.
Yeah, I mean,
I might start taking those if this thins out any. I love my hair so much.
He's gonna get titties and and his hair is gonna be thick and voluptuous.
anyways,
There's
this has
no
been
reason.
Life of-
No, if you really think about it, all that I've been kidnapping, drown in a pool, fucking people trying to kill me all the time.
I
There's
hate you both.
no reason that I have all this. That makes no sense. I am impervious to life's elements.
Except in the universe, you're gonna wake up and shit just gonna start falling out.
No, I don't know. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think I'm immune to everything: stress, cortisol, death.
There you go. My husband's looks like a tall Russian, big bald on his head. Perhaps it's because he's me. Listen, that's factual. Every man who has a long-term significant other, just their hair is fighting the fine fight.
I have a theory, and for every time you try to pronounce a word correctly, you lose a hair.
On that note, everyone, we've been talking about procrastination and haven't even touched on the subject. So
every time you give a fuck,
this has been Life of Giants. We'll be back on Wednesday with What the Fuck Wednesday, and Thursday with Mental Health, and then Saturday, of course, with Hammered and Cheese. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone.
Beer. Somebody get cola beer.
Yeah, I mean, that's only fair. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys in a couple days. Bye.